Ladies and gentlemen, all of us are gathered here for the curtain raiser of the GETS, the Global Economic and Technology Summit. When I was listening to Suresh today, I saw something much beyond just a curtain raiser of GETS. I saw something as a launch of a different transformation, an opportunity that's going to unfold to Sri Lanka for a huge transformation from the traditional way that we have been doing things. Now, for an example, look at the history. If you look at the entire history, Sri Lanka was looked at a marketplace. Very unfortunately, everybody looked at Sri Lanka as a marketplace. So many aggressive campaigns, attempts, agreements had been given to Sri Lanka, and then end of the day, what was the result? Did anyone gain from those agreements? Yes, of course, yes, a little bit, nothing substantial. For an example, we signed agreements with India, we signed agreements with Pakistan, Taiwan, Singapore, plus there are so many other transactions and attempts. Everybody looked at Sri Lanka as a marketplace. Imagine just 22, 23 million people. You take India, more than 15, 16, 17 huge states with hundreds of millions of people. So what is Sri Lanka? 22 million or 23 million. You take Pakistan, same. Many provinces, much bigger than Sri Lanka. So why look at Sri Lanka as a marketplace? That's very unfortunate. Nobody saw the potential of Sri Lanka the entire past. Not now. For so many years, decades, generations, why didn't anyone see what Sri Lanka can offer to the world? And GETS is going to, I believe, unleash the potential of this country. While listening to all the objectives shown by Suresh, that's what I saw. Now, I said Sri Lanka has about 20 to 23 million. Very small country. It's pretty small. India, Pakistan, you take Taiwan, or Thailand rather, big countries. We have a tiny population. Why market to Sri Lanka? Nobody saw where Sri Lanka is located. We are in the middle of the Indian Ocean, busiest shipping route connecting the east and the west. Did you note that from Sri Lanka, it's just 5 hours to more than half the world's population, very much more than half the world population, just 5 hours by air. You can ship anything by air within 5 hours. To more than half the global population, the consumers. If you use the shipping routes, just 5 days maximum, you reach half the world's population. That is why Sri Lanka is important. For anyone to do business, to anyone to come and operate here. That's the uniqueness that Sri Lanka has. Now, leaving that uniqueness for a moment, let's see what is driving the global business right now. Now, when I was small, not only small, even when I was as an adult also, we used to go to Pola to buy our commodities. In the village, we have a Pola. Or sometimes we used to go to the market. That had been a practice from my childhood. And then, now, I can't remember a day that I have visited a Pola or even a market. Once in a way when I drive or go somewhere, I'll drop in at a supermarket. But whatever we want, commodities, just take the phone, order it online, and it comes home. So why waste time looking for things? Maybe slightly expensive, but I save much more valuable time for me. rather than going and looking for items everywhere. So today's e-commerce and economy, everything is driven by speed and convenience. It's the speed and convenience that is driving the world economy today. That is what we need to provide from Sri Lanka. The location we have, of course, yes, we have the location in the middle of the Indian Ocean, at the center of a shipping line. But then, positioning Sri Lanka as a place to sell, there was no win-win situation. Everybody who tried to do business with Sri Lanka gained a little, and Sri Lanka paid a huge price. Now, you'll be shocked if I tell you what Sri Lanka paid. This is not a thing that a lot of people know. People always blame corruption. I'm not saying it is no or yes, that's a different story. But I'm talking about how Sri Lanka lost $128 billion in 20 years from the year 2002. Did anyone know that we lost $128 billion in 20 years from 2002? Not because of corruption. That's a separate story. You can calculate that separately. I'm talking to you with facts and figures. If you don't know, if you don't believe me, please go and look at the central bank statistics and see the trade deficits we had every year from year 2002 for 20 years, and add it up, you'll get more than $128 billion. And we went bankrupt by not having how much? Something like 80 billion. A few years back, we didn't have 80 billion and the country was bankrupt. Nobody said that we lost 128 billion by doing wrong trading. That's all because of wrong policies. It's time to change all this. The policies that we followed all these years brought us to somewhere that no one liked. No one gained. No foreign partner gain, no Sri Lankan gain. Then what is the use of following such policies? So then look at the other countries around the world close to us. Singapore. They started as a trading hub, went on to be a financial hub now. One of the leading financial hubs in the world is Singapore now. Take Dubai, came up as a trading hub. Vietnam, they adopted a different strategy, made a manufacturing hub. From Sri Lanka, what can we offer? The speed and convenience to the global economic activities. That is what we need to provide from Sri Lanka, and that facilitation starts with gets. When people come, my fellow entrepreneurs, be ready to partner with them and serve the global community. The entire global economic activities can be driven from Sri Lanka. May it be manufacturing, may it be trading, may it be finances or services. We are at the center. The speed and convenience which is driving the economic activities in the world can be offered from here. So my request to the entrepreneurs is to be ready to grab this chance with the people who arrive, to get partner with them and see what you can offer to the world from here. It will be a win-win situation for you and for them as well. Nobody is going to lose. All are going to win here. There's a person who gave a definition for insanity. Who's that? I'm sure all of you know that. Albert Einstein. What did he say? Albert Einstein said, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So to most respected government officials, my request to you is don't do whatever we did earlier. It's time to change. If you are expecting different results, if you are not expecting this country to go bankrupt again, there's no point doing the same thing what was done in the past. Different things need to be done. All the government officials need to act like entrepreneurs. Think innovatively, be bold, and then take decisions. You don't have to invest a hell of a lot. You don't have to go against IMF. We are now under the supervision of IMF. You don't have to break laws with them. All what we can do is I'll give you one example. I can give you plenty of examples. I'll just give one example. Now, Suresh was talking about trade facilitation, talking about free zones and then free hubs or whatever. To facilitate trading, we don't have enough trading houses for export trading. But did you ever think that by twisting the BOI laws a little, by changing the regulations, you can immediately have hundreds of duty-free facilities for trading around the country. There are BOI companies under Section 17. With a little bit of change of the regulations, all those can become trading hubs. Anyone can come and partner with them and then make use of those things. Or they can start trading businesses. Sri Lanka never did export trading all these years because there was no facility. So now it's a matter of giving the facilities, creating the facilities. This is one small example. We are not going against the IMF regulations. We are not going to have spend anything. It's just smart policy making. So these are the little thoughts which I got when I was listening to Suresh about the objectives of this Global Economic and Technology Summit. I don't want to take a lot of your time because time is precious and we have a long program to go ahead. Think about this. We need to think innovatively, make the change, and then facilitate things to happen. The entrepreneurs can grab the opportunity, but without facilitation, nothing will happen. We will have the same results we had earlier if no change is done in the way we do things. So with that little thought, let's all get together and wish gets tremendous success. Let it write the history of Sri Lanka in a different direction, not showcase it as a place to come and just do business, to serve the entire global community from here. Imagine reaching more than half the population within such a short period. Who else can offer it? Do it from here, from Sri Lanka, and have a win-win situation for all our partners and for Sri Lankans as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all get together and wish gets a tremendous success. And we have to be grateful to the Prime Minister's Office, Ministry of Technology and Information, and everyone who supported. Let us show our gratitude, our support, our appreciation to the organizers of GETS and wish it tremendous success. The loud round of applause, can we please show our appreciation to the organizers. Thank you very much.